Alright, today is Wednesday, July 15th, exactly 2 months after I started my garden, my urban garden. So I live in Richmond. This is my small backyard space I have to work with. I have herbs, spearmint, broadleaf sage, rosemary, basil, which I just planted into its pot today. I bought it at the produce section at the grocery store. Tastes good, but we'll see how good it survives. I'll baby it a little bit. Here we have started an apple tree. See how that goes. This is my dill. It's starting to get thicker stalks here, so it's getting a little healthier. It's going to help me make my dill pickles. This is our cilantro. It's growing quite nice. And I bought some compost and some Stay Green organic flower and vegetable garden soil. Seems to be better than Miracle Grow. It doesn't have a lot of those poisons and stuff in it. And the compost I bought at Lowe's, it's damaged bags, which who cares because we're getting ready to use it. So it was $1 a bag, opposed to $2.18 a bag. So this is our Caesar lettuce. Caesar lettuce was struggling there for a while, and then all of a sudden, boom, decided to grow and get big. So here's our little hole. We started for the carrots, which you've seen in my other video. They're still trying. I don't know if these are going to make it or not, but we'll see. So, it is kale. I'm trying it inside and out here. I have a box inside in my shelf nursery with 4 more in there. We'll see how it goes. So our broccoli, that was hurting to begin with. We've struggled bringing it in and outside. It's been transplanted about 4 or 5 times. This spot seems to be working for it after we brought it inside to the nursery and got it healthy for a while. It's a partial shade area, so it seems to be working. Bell pepper is starting to flower. They've been a struggle as well. We planted them wrong season. It's too hot for it, but we've been having these weird off seasons where in July we're having 80-degree days with massive storms. So I think we're fooling it and thinking that we'll go ahead and start producing. A couple more sad pepper plant here and a jalapeno, which we've gotten 1 pepper off of, but it's starting to recoup itself. So we'll go back over here. This is where I've started sunflowers. 4 of them. They are the mammoth ones. So I grew these from a seed inside, and I planted them along this fence here to not only give them support, but also to bring some honeybees to the garden, attract some of the pests from the garden. I harm it onto the sunflowers. Now I planted 10 to begin with. As you see, I've had 2 casualties, so I still have 8 going. Some of them are doing a little better than others, but they're all growing. So hopefully we'll start to see flowers soon. Just gave them some nitrogen yesterday. Should boost up the leafy growth on them. So the pickling cucumber, I just picked a bunch of really large cucumbers from. Seem to growing really fat and short. I guess if I left them on longer, they'd have gotten longer, but I'm very anxious to see if I can make pickles. Still have this little guy on there, which is growing more around than anything, but let's see what it does. Should start producing more cucumbers now that I've pulled the big ones off. This is the zucchini. It is now getting its flowers that are blooming in the evening and the early morning. It should start pollinating itself and getting some zucchini soon. The sweet potato bed is growing like mad. Hopefully we'll have sweet potatoes in the fall. Right now it's just vining like crazy. I'm trying to train it to stay in the box somewhat. back over here. This is the tomato plant. It's an early girl tomato. It's the only plant we have. We're going to take a sprout off of it and try to regrow it in some root growth. See if we can't get a second one going, but that's later. So it gave us 3 very nice tomatoes. And once we picked those, boom, we started blossoming tomatoes all over the place. So it's doing really well. I'm proud of it. And my sad grape. Again, I'll try again next year. The birds ended up eating all the grapes off of it. And my leaves are sadly getting eaten by some pests. I think it's ants and aphids. But like I said, this next year, stevia is trying to recoup from all the teas we've been making from it. It's got new growth. It's doing good. The large watermelon. Just trying to grow some watermelons, but this has been a struggle as well. We have one is really trying to grow. We have it on this little makeshift thing here to get it up out of the dirt so it doesn't rot on one side while it's trying to grow. Get something bigger as it grows. It's in a container, so we'll see how it does. This is 8 to 10 pound watermelon plant. It's got some watermelons here and there growing. It's not doing too bad. Got some melons. They're looking good. They're growing. Getting lots of rain. Sean just transplanted the honeydew melon over here. I don't know what his plan is for that, but we'll see how that does mix with it. The strawberries are, like I said in my other video, they're starting to grow their next round of strawberries here. As you can see, it's starting to grow its vines out. These sister vines then root themselves into the ground, like this one is done here, and then it produces more strawberries. So we're allowing it to spread to see what it wants to do here. Hopefully we'll have more strawberries than what we've been having. Okay, so to the corn. The last few days the corn has massively boosted up. So let's see if we can. There we go. So as you can see on the top of the corn, those are what is going to pollinate the corn and hopefully start some ears growing. Now if you can see the yellow flowers growing up the corn, that is my green bean vine, as I mentioned before in another video. The green bean vine needs something to grow up. Initially this was supposed to be a Four Sisters bed. We did green beans, sweet peas, sweet corn, and a zucchini. So the initial goal was that the sweet peas were going to grow up the corn. But the green beans have seemed to boost it up and outbeaten these poor little peas. So these peas, unfortunately, aren't getting a lot of sun anymore because the other sisters in the bed have quickly outgrown it. So